the 25.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Cousins to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he
tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
All play action. Here's Hooker.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here, caught.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Following the fumble recovery, Hooker.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This 2nd and 4. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
125 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Quick throw completed by Hooker.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hooker.
Touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
Good route there.
But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Wide.
On third down, Cousins.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Hamler now on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Fix the Eagle.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 165 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Hooker. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
Hooker throwing again on 2nd down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hurry, hurry.
Hooker's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, no, easy. Gone. One shot.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Go check.
Gibbs straight ahead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A first down throw for Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, Cousins.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away. And
listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. Sacrilegious, I feel my wrath as you ever.